That's the end of this very short line. Came from roughly here. I'm going to walk to this area because we're going to Lhong 1919. Guess we are slightly early, but we are slowly walking towards Lhong 1919. While it's a tourist attraction now, it used to be a port company because ships from all over along the Chao Phraya river were unloading their goods, unloading and unloading their goods from that location. Construction of that site was in 1850, so 180 years ago, just slightly more. Came in the hands of Chinese Thai people in 1919, and it's still in their family, but they decided to open it up for the public. That happened in 2017. Let's have a look at that, what we can find there. Glass bottles of Coke, Fanta and Sprite. The area here looks pretty nice with the trees here giving shadow. It's rows and rows of shop houses here. This is the outside wall of the complex. Let's walk to the waterfront first, because the Chao Phraya River is right over there. Right in front of us is the Chao Phraya River, which you can cross from here. There's a crossing, but we are not going to do that because we just want to have a look at the view here. That looks really nice. The complex that we are going to visit is right over here, but you can see it's still closed. It's too early. Looks like it's open. Is it though? Let's have a quick look. Yeah. That's really old. Morning. Already open? Thank you. Here we are. The courtyard. Ooh, that looks really nice. Really big, look. This is now turned into a tourist destination. I'm going to stay in the shadow for a bit. Turned into a tourist destination with restaurants, some shops, and well, it's really laid back, you can already notice. So I'm going to have a look around. The style of this complex is in Chinese courtyard idea, where you have one courtyard, like we are in now, and all the buildings are around it, making for basically a really easy way of transporting goods here. So all kinds of halls here, which are old warehouses. And we are once again at the Chao Phraya River here. We are now at the pier that was used to serve steamboats in the second half of the 19th century. In those times it was common for trade partners to each have their own pier. The Europeans used Asiatic pier basically across the river, and the Japanese used the Surarongse pier. A member of the Bisamputra family purchased this plot of land for the Chinese pier. Some of the buildings here are 170, 180 years old. And yeah, it definitely looks old. I think it's more fun in the early evening though, or late afternoon. Won't be this hot, and there will be more people, I guess. This looks really nice though. A vase used as a trash can. So this little temple here is consisting of 3 parts. The big one right over there in the background is dedicated to Tigong, which is the goddess of heaven and earth. The 5 smaller ones here are dedicated to Mazu, the goddess of the sea. And the corners with their flames are the guardian spirits. The shrine itself is as old as this location is, built during the construction of the complex in the mid-19th century. The 3 main statues at the Mazu shrine here were brought in from China. As Mazu is the goddess of the sea, she is traditionally worshipped by fishermen, sailors and those traveling by sea. Outside these beautiful corridors, one is there and one is there as well, there are a few shops and Most of them are still closed though. And we are walking behind the temple now, where you can also buy your, I'm not sure what it's exactly called, but I would say it's to make wishes. So you can pray at the temple here. This is the inside part of the temple. So that's a really nice breeze here. I guess that's the ideal of building this system, or this courtyard like this. It's open, so there's winds everywhere. Welcome to the second floor. Mural paintings, ancient. Probably not, but get the idea? It's still closed down. The stairs on the other side were open, so I walked over there to take that one. The upstairs area has some more hidden history I want to show you, so let's go. At the second floor, we will find a number of living quarters and the shrine that takes up the center part, overlooking the entire courtyard. The murals, for example those around the windows, have partially been repainted with paint made from natural materials. Those behind the pane of glass are the repainted ones, while the other ones that are not complete have just been cleaned properly. Floor is vinyl though. The upper floor is only open to the public for a small part around the shrine. But those rooms that are open give a pretty good feeling on how life was in the early days of this port company. Visiting this place earlier in the day does have its benefits, as I could film without problem as it was still empty. The shrine is just that, a shrine, so respect that please. You should not enter without a reason and give way to people doing their rituals and prayers here, if any. These rooms are not hot at all because there's a breeze coming through here. And all that's left for now is to enjoy the peace that surrounds this place. Most likely that doesn't hold up for weekends or later in the day, but I wasn't able to fact check that myself during this trip. If you want to have some time for yourself basically, I would advise to go here as early as possible. Entrance is free and there is no obligation to purchase anything from the shops as well.